Okay, so it has unfortunately been quite a while later. I'm now even further behind, but we've done everything. Everything is now taken care of. We can now get fully back on this. So let's get back into it. Okay, so I've looked around. One of the most common things that I've heard is the terminals. This is the ignition. I've got you on the wrong one. Right down. This one right here, the connectors are corroded. So I'm going to try and take this out with one piece and clean that. And this might be our issue. Well, for one thing, I'm on the new fuse, but I might be right. Those terminals are very heavily corroded. So that's probably our issue. Right, so there is a bit of a pause in between the last clip that you saw and when I came back and resumed on this, because I don't know if you can tell by the video at the time, but it was quite late in the day. It was almost 8 o'clock, all the parts were closed, and I was planning on going and getting those fuses the next day, but the next day was when this happened. So yeah, that was a big distraction, but we're going back. We're going back to work on it. The truck is still main priority, although that will be coming. The plan is to, like, whenever I'm like waiting on stuff or something like that, I can do something with that, because although it looks like it needs a lot, it's mainly just the paint and stuff like that. I turned the light off. Why did I do that? And mainly it's just whenever I'm waiting or I get frustrated or something like that, I can take a break from this and go out there and start messing with that. It's just something to calm me down. It was a very expensive way of doing it, but that's how it works. So the truck is still the main priority, so let's get back into it. I got the fuses. Now we can see if we can get this truck to turn. Right, so there's probably a few ways that you can deal with this, but I'm just going to use a wire brush and try and clean these terminals up a bit. And then probably also flathead screwdriver. Now, technically, they said that the easiest way is to take this whole thing apart and pull the terminals out from behind. I'm not going to take that chance. So, yeah, I'm going to try and clean this up and see how that goes. I just noticed the fuse for the air conditioning is blown. Okay, so I've got that cleaned up the best I'm going to get it. So now I just need to get a new fuse. And the last one broke on me getting it out, so I hope that doesn't happen with this one. So here we go. Oh. I really hope it doesn't happen because I'm not wearing gloves. And that's gonna hurt. Oh, there we go. So let's give it a try. But first, I need to put the battery back on. And don't worry, this has been on a battery maintainer, so we've got enough charge we should be able to get to do something now. So, hold on. Give it a bit of a nip up here. All right, and I don't have the key. Let me run inside and grab the key and then we'll try it. Okay, I've got quite a bit of faith to leave you guys out here. I'm gonna go turn the key and we'll see if this thing turns as I back into the seats. All right, here we go. So that's not going. Stand by. Give me a second. Right, so that one red wire that was a bit shady, well, it broke. Well, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So I'll be back with you in a bit. Okay, so the ignition is still not working, but I just need to make sure this thing turns over at all. So I'm gonna do something that's a little bit risky, but it should at least turn it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this, is I'm gonna take, where is my screwdriver? What I'm going to do is, I'm gonna jump the starter. All right, it's just so that we can get this thing to turn. Because if it turns, great. We know it's the ignition. But if it doesn't, then this whole project is going off the rails quick. So here goes nothing. Ready? That definitely turns. Oh, stop. Something's going on here. Okay, I don't see anything major. Let's try it again. That turned. That definitely turned. Something is going on here. Yeah, something is going on with this ground wire right here. But that turned. That turned. Now, we've gotten her to crank over, but she still needs quite a few things. I need to go and get all the belts, which they are out in the car, and it is currently Saturday afternoon, and we're going up to Indy tomorrow for, you'll see in another video. There's a lot of videos I've got working right now. This video is coming first, so you'll see this first. But I gotta go get the belts for it, and I'm probably just going to have to make a new bracket for it because I've got the old one. So I don't think it'd be a terrible idea to try and rebuild this, because the research that I have seen is that is a power steering from a Chevy Camaro or Impala, which I saw a part on there that had this part, but all the other stuff with it for like $130. So I'm gonna have to find an alternative. So either way, we'll deal with that later. And also, this old Edelbrock, yeah, from what my uncle has told me, he's the one I've been getting a lot of information about this truck from. He has told me that that carburetor is junk. So, if anyone wants a slightly used Edelbrock, I have no idea what model it is or anything like that. If you want it, message me and we'll work something out. Okay, so the truck turns over. Finally. But that does mean I'm going to have to go over that whole ignition system and see where the issue is there. I might need some help with that. So if you know anyone, let me know. But it turns over, and once I get a carburetor for it and get the belts and everything, this should start. So anyway, this video was very short, I'm not gonna lie, but we know it turns and it will probably run. So that's gonna do it for this video for now. So I'll let you guys off, and as always, like and subscribe, and hopefully the next video you'll see is me actually trying to start it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.